Okay, so in the last video, I had gone through and talked about Moodle with you guys. So now I just want to go through and introduce MyLanguageLabs. So think of Moodle as our classroom and MyLanguageLabs as our book and our workbook. So I have a link for MyLanguageLabs out here, and whenever I assign homework, if you get past start here, go to the very first actual block. Here you have something assigned in MyLanguageLabs. There's going to be a link. So, and then you would just log in, which I'm going to go ahead and do really quickly. So, before logging in, if you've never used MyLanguageLabs before, you're going to want to watch this video. If you click on it, it's a YouTube video that's going to explain to you how to set yourself up in MyLanguageLabs. So make sure you click on that before you actually attempt to log in. So I'm going to log in. Okay, and then I have various sections. You shouldn't have this much to do to get in there, but oops, I just want to go in. Okay, and I am going to go to student view so it looks the way you do. And MyLanguageLabs is pretty easy to navigate. Up here, there's a link to tutorials. Here's your e-text. So if you click on this, the textbook is going to pop up. It might look a little different than what you're used to. We're trying to use the HTML version, which is the version that is good for screen readers. We're trying to be more ADA compliant so that our students with disabilities are able to navigate the text as well. And then there's a glossary, so you can look up words. Any words that were in the text, you can look up here, and they'll give it to you. You look up the Spanish, and it'll give it to you in English, and you can even play the audio. Maybe it takes a little bit. Okay, so anyway, you can play the audio. Then there's a verb chart. So if we're writing, once we learn how to write, you can pick a verb, and we're pretty much going to stay in the present indicative. So you can just click present indicative, and then it will be conjugated for you at the bottom. But anyway, so if you're out here, this is the first week, you were told that you have to complete these assignments. I know that looks kind of heavy for the first week. That's because there's some review from Chapter 3 and then getting started with Chapter 4's vocabulary. The first few weeks are a little bit heavy, and then the class kind of gets lighter as we move through it, simply because of the review piece. So anyway, you're told that you have to do these activities. So if you go out here, they're due on the 12th. If you click on the 12th, then the activity should pop up on your screen, okay? Now, I said you had to do SAM activities, which are these guys. But you'll notice there's other things, like there's a tutorial and there's extra practice. I usually don't assign tutorials and extra practices, but I make them available. That way, in case whatever instruction I provided for you guys, if it wasn't enough, then you can go out here and look at what the book provides. You'll also see a quiz. Sometimes I have quizzes or tests out here, and if you go back, you would see quiz. You also need to go to MyLanguageLabs and do the quiz on Sarah and a Star. So you want to make sure that you're coming into Moodle to make sure that you know what you have to complete out here. And when you're ready to complete something, you just open it. And I'm just going to write gobbledygook. Okay, and I might just leave that blank. Okay, well, it's telling me that I've got to answer them all. So if I go through and I write all the answers down, I hit finish and submit for grading, then it's going to come to me. So just make sure that you're doing all of your activities and then hit finish and submit for grading. Okay. And that's pretty much it. When it's red, that means that it's past due, but you can still get into the activities. It just won't come to, like, I won't see your submissions, but you can go see your old submissions. And if you want to work ahead the whole semester, and I can't guarantee I won't add anything. I shouldn't have to, but you never know how the semester goes, especially now that we've had snow. If I have to add something, I might want to add something out here. But you can click this little button, and it'll take you through the course. So you can work You can wait on me, or if you feel really comfortable with the material and you want to work a little bit ahead, you're welcome to do that as well. And so hopefully that explains My Language Labs to you.